Have to keep that unbuttoned. Oh yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Ross. So, like I was saying, you can buy certain things that are really inexpensive and look really nice, depending on how you can rock it. Buy you some costume jewelry from wherever it's in your neighborhood, and don't look thottish, look hottish. You know? Somebody's trying to break into my room. Who's trying to break in? You want to come in on my video?
How many things in salad would you eat? Don't want it to make it salad.
I've tried this on. I ain't tried it on in a long time. The video's still recording as we speak. I haven't worn it since his field trip. He had a field trip to the Shark Reef or something.
Can I
Yeah, that's what.
I'm hungry.
Oh well, I've got 2 Asian salads and 2 Southwest salads. So one Southwest salad ain't even open yet. Where you going? By who? Well, I'm glad it's rich and not shame. You so silly. You say one thing. I need you to get together, girl. You say one thing. If they warned you about her and I see what they warned you about, I just need you to be careful. I think she's a pretty girl, but she ain't all there. She be making up stories. I be listening. And her stories are not adding up to the visual of what I'm seeing. So, but I'm not trying to tell you who not to be friends with, but that's somebody I just can't. She's like, yeah.
She want to get hang with her every day, every single day. And I'm like, I'm not your girlfriend. I don't want to be your girlfriend. I don't want to be sitting up all day at your house. Like, let me go home.
Right.
Let me go home. Like, it's okay that we can hang out, yeah, but I want to go home.
Right.
You know, that's what
Right. I was just talking about some dresses and outfits that I bought that were inexpensive. And this is one outfit I haven't worn, probably, like I said, since one of his field trips I chaperoned. And I was telling him it was wrinkled, and I said, well, I guess I'll do the rest of the video with this one on, so I won't have to change back into the other one. So that's why I have this on. So when did I change clothes? It was easy to slip into, but I ain't worn this outfit in years. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. You see, there's the other stuff I was telling them that, you know, Michelle Obama, we gotta get us a man that's like Michelle, you know, or Barack Obama, because Michelle shops at Ross. Inexpensive stuff, and her stuff looks really nice on her. You know, shout out to Michelle Obama. Hook a sister up. Hook a sister up. Yes, indeed. So, ladies, you can find you some inexpensive outfits that look really nice. You can dress them up, play them up as well as you can, and go from there. We're back. I had to take me a ciggy break. For those of you who don't know me, I do smoke cigarettes, and I don't feel comfortable smoking on camera, so I had to go outside, take me a few puffs, handle some other things around the home. I do have a normal life, so I do have things that I have to do, so that's another reason for the pausing of the videos, taking a break and doing what I need to do. So I had to take me a little cigarette break. You know, I do not approve of smoking, so if you people who are out there, you're thinking about smoking cigarettes, don't start. I've been smoking since I was 8 years old. I remember the first time I took a puff, and for me, it's not so much of I like the nicotine on my tongue. That's how it started. Before I even knew how to inhale the smoke, I didn't learn how to inhale until I was like 17 years old. Like, I've been puffing on cigarettes since the time I was 8 and didn't know how to inhale, but I would sneak a cigarette here and there and wait to the perfect time. One cigarette, if you smoke longs, 100s, I could have that cigarette for a week and find a spot to hide it where you wouldn't find it, smell it, or anything. So, and I get a few hits off of it and put it away. And I'm 41 now. It's been very, very, very difficult to try to quit. And I have 2 children, but I did not. And I repeat, I did not smoke when I was pregnant with my children. My mom, I remember her sharing a story with me before she passed away that she smoked throughout all her pregnancies. And I can't remember if she smoked when she was pregnant with my brother. She had 3 children. She would have had, she would have had 4, depending on if the one before my brother would have survived. It was stillborn. And so after the stillborn comes my brother. But anyways, I know she smoked when she was pregnant with me, and she smoked when she was pregnant with my sister. I remember her smoking when she was pregnant with my sister. She had my sister when I was 2, 3. I was born in 78. My sister was born in 81. October of 81. I was born March of 78. So, yeah. And when I got 8 years old, I remember seeing cigarette butts in the ashtray. I knew how to strike a match. I knew how to light a lighter. So they used to leave me at home up by myself. And I would puff on those butts. I've choked a few times, but I got used to the taste of it on my tongue. So every time I was left at home alone, I would just go raid the ashtray. So that's how I became a cigarette smoker. So, but I do not approve of it. If you're thinking about it, please don't do it. It is a habit that some people say it's easy to break, but it's not easy to break when this is something that you're accustomed to and you're used to. I'm used to it, so it's like when I try to quit, I forget that I quit. I say, I quit today, I'm not smoking anymore. I've had people say, my doctor have said, if you have a pack of cigarettes now, don't smoke them. Keep them right by you. Don't smoke them. And as long as you know they're there, if you ever want one, if you have a craving, go ahead, have one, but try not to take those cigarettes. Don't do the method of, I'm broke, I can't buy none anyway, or don't go and buy none. Quit while you still have some. And motivate yourself not to touch those cigarettes. That's easier said than done. I forget that I quit, and I just naturally, a form of habit, just pick it up, light it up, and smoke it. I could be almost done with the cigarette when I realize I forgot I quit. So it's very tough, and there's people who die from smoking cigarettes. So if you want to live a longer life and have healthier lungs, don't pick up that habit. Don't pick up the habit. So yeah. I can hear the song playing in the background. If you guys cannot, that's good. You don't need to hear it. No copyrights. No copyrights. I hope you guys like those outfits that I showed you. They're not all that to some people, but they're nice looking. They're pretty to me. They might be pretty to you. And those dresses, to be honest, it's so crazy how many different Family Dollars and Rainbows sell those same dresses. And I could be out in public somewhere. I could be wearing a totally different outfit, and I would see somebody in one of those maxi skirts, or and I'm sitting there saying to myself, either you got the wrong size or you got the wrong body. But that's neither here nor there. You got it for a low price, and it works for your budget. Cheers. I just like these. I'm used to wearing LG tones, but where I went to get the LG tones, they were $100, and they ain't been $100 in forever. I've always had LG tones since 2011 or 12. and I had them for a while before they get a shortage in it based on me accidentally pulling one of the cords too hard and snapping it, getting a shortage in one. But they've lasted me over a year, and the prices of them have gone down throughout the years. And just this recently, I went to go get another one because I had a shortage in one, and they were like, "It's $100." I'm like, "I don't have $100." But what's the cheapest earbuds that you have that are kind of have some good quality? And they referred this brand, which is the Plus. I don't know what they are. My phone is sitting on a box right now. I don't care, but whatever they are, you can't see the logo. LTL plus somebody, I don't know, but they are right. I just don't like. They sold me some retractable ones. The retractable ones did not work. I bought them late in the day, so by the time, I realized they weren't charging. They didn't power on or off. The light would flicker, the power light or whatever you call that, to let you know that it's on. I think mine does it on this one. I don't even know if it's on since my phone is in airplane mode. It might not be on since my phone is in airplane mode. But this flickers blue when you know how Bluetooths are. But anyways, that didn't work on the retractable ones. So I took it back the next morning, and they gave me the next version, which was the magnetic ones. And I still don't like the fact that these cords dangle. I don't like the dangle of them at all. So I'm afraid that I may accidentally snag them, pull them the wrong way, and get a shortage again. But they were $20. So, sometimes I'll have one in my ear. They're not like the LG Tones. The LG Tones vibrate. And these don't. You have to have one in your ear to hear the ringing if your phone is on vibrate. Because my phone is mostly on vibrate. I'm looking for my phone and it's right there. But my phone is mostly on vibrate. But with these, you have to put them in your ear, one of them. And when a call comes through, you'll hear the ringing. And it also say the number that is calling through. Not the name, but the number. You may not know the number, being that we have this new technology. So you may not know the number or the name. Well, you may not know the number, but you know the name, but it just reads off the number. So that's what I don't like about these, is that they don't vibrate. And I'm so used to the LG Tones vibrating. And if you're a person like me who have Bluetooth and you walk away from your phone a lot, you won't know a call is coming through with these Bluetooths unless you have this in your ear. And I'm not always walking around with these in my ear. So, and it feels like it's being weighed down as well when you have them in your ear. That's another thing I don't like. That these kind of adds a little, I don't know. I just feel like they're kind of weighed down. But they'll do for now. They will do for now. Magnet. They'll do for now. The bubbles around those cherries look so cute. Looks like I'm drinking an expensive bottle of wine, but I'm not. Drinking a little $7 bottle of Liberty Creek, California. Thank you. Thank you very much. Smells your ice cubes really fast. But I can't let you go. Can't leave you alone. I know I'm doing wrong, but I can't let you go. Let me show y'all where this bottle is now. Still haven't had that much at all. But I will tell you this. Even though this is in an inexpensive bottle of wine, you drink too much of this, if you're like me, wine sneaks up on me and gives me a major headache, even though I already was feeling some, maybe because my sinuses may be a little dry from the desert heat because I live in Vegas, and so that has my sinuses all, they're not stopped up, but they may be dry, you know, so that causes me to have these, you know, little headaches. And wine also gives me headaches if I drink too much too fast. That's why I keep putting ice cubes in the wine, so it can kind of give it a watered down type of thing going on. Even on my break, when I put you guys on hold for that little moment that you guys felt like it was a little moment, but I had to have me a few ice cubes too. I am an ice eater, and this ice is calling my name, and I'm like, don't eat the ice, don't eat the ice, don't eat the ice, don't eat the ice. But I don't want it to melt away. I had to switch ice trays and put the other one in the freezer and get this one because this one is ready. So yes, y'all, got me some ice cubes, and they're calling my name. I still got a few cherries left. I like when they had a little crease in it right there. And if you know me, you know this is a real thing. Everybody loves them some ice. A lot of us love us some ice. And no, I'm not anemic. I've already talked to my doctor. Did my blood work, I would say, literally a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And Dr. Ramirez, she's a female, said I had the perfect genes. The only thing was my bad cholesterol was off by 1 point and my good cholesterol was off by 1 point. And even though I have been smoking since I was 8 years old, my lungs sounded good to her, but she still wishes that I stop smoking. I told her about my ice eating. She said, you're not anemic, your blood work is perfect, but it's not good for you. It can make you anemic, and it also could damage your teeth. But a lot of times my ice sits kind of for a while, sometimes, and it don't be as hard as you guys think it may be. You know, it sits for a while and it kind of becomes like a hard slushy ice cube, if you will. I don't know. And sometimes they just break up so easily, like a slushie. They're not as hard as you think they are. You know what would be jacked up about this video? Because my phone is, well, I usually never have it on airplane mode, but I've learned by watching other people's videos that if you do it from your cell phone, your actual phone that you receive calls from, you want to put your phone on airplane mode. But I didn't realize that it would turn off my Bluetooth, and usually with my phone on, I use that as an extra microphone. So hopefully that it picked up a lot of the sound of us talking, or me talking, my family talking when they was trying to come in. You might hear the fan. That fan is also to keep me cool, but also hopefully to drown out some of that music if the music is too loud and I don't want any copyrights. Okay? Alright. And I also, if you guys see me looking like over here at myself, that's because I'm forgetting to look into the camera. I have my phone flipped this way instead of this way, where the camera is usually over here, but now it's up there. Yeah. We don't have the best of equipment, so we just gonna make do what we have, okay? We just gonna make do of what we have. My thigh is itching. I'm scratching my thigh. This outfit got me itching on my thigh. My thigh. My daughter's getting ready to go. I can hear her keys. Be safe. She said, okay, Mom. Now, why did I do that? Now I got 2 cherry juice stains, 3 on this outfit. Oops, I overshot the seed. I'll get it later. I took the stem off before I should have. And now I got 3 drops of cherry juice on this outfit. And this cherry juice is stains. So I'm going to have to get something to get that out. It ain't a big deal. And this one, they don't have to stem it off. That's what I should have did the last time. Why did I take the stem out again? That was the last cherry on the plate. But I have a few more in here. I'll eat them when I'm done sipping on this tonight. I know my battery is going to be low. We're at 59%, and it is 10:04 p.m. And I've been recording for 1 hour and 26 minutes and 18 seconds. It feels like an eternity because I started when the sun was out. So you know how many times I've paused this video. But I'm trying to have fun with you guys. It is what it is, okay? For you people who don't mind, like me, you will watch the whole video. For some of you others, you would have been like, no. I'm not watching no more. I'm over it. She was this, she was that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a comment reader, so I'm already prepared for your comments. I'm already prepared for if you watch it fully or if you don't watch it at all. I'm prepared. I'm prepared if you do what I said before, you know, watch parts of it when you can. I'm going to go back and watch it later because it's in your history. If you're a YouTuber and you have a YouTube account, you will know that it'll be in your history. You will know how to read. You will know how to find this video again. Simple and easy. If you guys are wondering, because I read comments and a lot of times you guys are asking questions about, well, what is this? What is that? And some things that are in your background. What does that sound? You know, if you didn't mention, or you know, that you had a bird or children and all the other stuff. What is that on the wall and all that extra stuff? But if you see this, it's a thumbtack here. And it's a paper that says, happy 40th birthday, I love you, Mom, or something like that. My daughter made that. And being that it's not thumbtacked on this end or that end, it has folded in the paper. And I usually hang my car keys right there too. Do you guys put it in your head that somebody could break into your home and harm you and steal your keys and leave out your home because your keys are in an obvious or a spot that looks like you would sit your keys on? So for me, that's a good spot to hide my keys. Or not hide them, put them. I don't put them there always. But I do put them there, and you can't tell they're there. And I'm always thinking to myself, if someone was to break into my home and wanted to get away and they see some keys, oh, well, these keys go to a car outside, or maybe a car that's outside. Press the alarm button and say, okay, that's the car. They take my car. If you know me, you know what car I drive. If you just robbing me just because you didn't know me and I was a stranger, you was trying to get away, you didn't have a getaway vehicle, that's it right there. But you would have to have them in an obvious spot for them to see your keys. I watch a lot of Dateline, Forensic Files. Well, I used to watch a lot of Forensic Files back in the days, but I'm aware of shit happening. So, sometimes these thoughts come across my mind. Yeah. So how many of you have those thoughts like that? Where something would just come up like what I just shared, that somebody would get you. One of my coworkers told me this story yesterday. This is Saturday. Told me a story that was Friday yesterday. And she said that she had fell asleep early, about 8 o'clock, 8:30 or whatever. But she woke up an hour later because something, kind of woke her up slowly. And it was the sound of a dog that didn't sound like it was older, but it almost sounded like a puppy teenager type dog. I don't know. But she said it didn't sound that big of a dog. And it kept barking and barking. And she said she's never really heard this sound before. She said something prompted her to go outside. And she said she don't know why she went outside. It could have been somebody out there. Oh, excuse me. Could have been somebody out there. Could have been out there to harm her. Whatever the case may be. She said she don't know what prompted her to go outside. But she never saw the dog. But she kept hearing it. And when she went outside, she said it started to growl. Like it saw her. She kept telling me it saw her, but she couldn't see it. So I'm like, well, maybe you were still dreaming. Maybe you thought you were awake. She said, no, I was awake. I remember I went outside, blah, blah, blah. So next day we had work, which is Friday. She told me this story. When I get off work, she gets off before me. So I get off at 6 o'clock. She gets off at 4. So I call her when I get off work to tell her story, something that happened at work or whatever. And she says, guess what? It was a real dog. I come home from work and I hear the dog barking. I go outside and it's a real dog. So she had to call for assistance for someone to get the dog. And she said it looked like it was abused. So no, she was not dreaming, but she found this dog in her yard. And don't know how it got there, but it was there. So, you never know what could transpire in your world. Shit happens. But anyways. I thought I knew them arms. I had to make sure. Y'all know them arms. Y'all know this album. You know who that is. It's okay, baby. We still rooting for you. Put out that next album, okay? We waiting. I know I am. I'm a fan. I went to high school with you. That's Tyrese Gibson. Hello, Tyrese. If you ever see this video, it's long as shit. They gonna have to tell you, dude, like about 1 minute and 30 seconds in. 1 minute, 30 seconds in. We went to Locke High School together. I was going there when you made the Coca-Cola commercial. And before the Coca-Cola commercial, I had this little thing for you. I was just like, oh my God, who is this guy? I didn't know he could sing. I didn't know he had talent. I didn't know anything about him. I just know that I would see him from time to time, and he was different to me. I never got a chance to speak to him, hold conversation, anything. I didn't even know his name. And they were like, oh, some time later, they were like, oh, he did a commercial, Coca-Cola commercial. And I was like, who, him? And they were like, yeah, he did a Coca-Cola commercial. Guys, my eyes look red. I am sleepy. I woke up really early today. To say that I'm off on the weekend, so excuse my eyes. And it may be because this may be kicking in, I'm not for sure, but I do have low set eyes when I'm tired, so please excuse them. But in my mind, I'm like wired and ready to go do cartwheels outside somewhere, but we ain't gonna do all that. But yes, I went to school with him, and when I found out that he did the Coca-Cola commercial, I was like, well, shit. My life is over. He will never date me. He probably would have never dated me in the get-go if he would have met me before I knew he could sing. There was people that were always talking about him. Oh, he think he this, he think he that. And I would just only see him walking through. I didn't know him nowhere else other than school. And people would have their little negative comments, but that's what made me really more so want to get to know this person. The person that you're talking about all the time in a negative light, that's the person I'm more attracted to, especially if they're attractive. And before the teeth and all that other stuff, this is when he had his nose pierced and his lip pierced, bald. He always rocked a bald head. So I don't know him outside of the bald head. So if he did have low haircut, I'm not sure. Bald fade. Most of the time it was bald to me. But very handsome guy since the day that I laid eyes on him. And whatever you're going through, Tyrese Gibson, honey, God is on your side. All you have to do is continue to prosper, continue to do you, continue to grow, continue to show those girls how strong you are, even at your weakest points. Continue to do what you do. You have a gift. You have a gift. Utilize it. Y'all, I love that man. And I don't know if he would have dated me. A lot of our black men, some of them that we know of, whether you're an entertainer, actor, whatever you are, and not an actor or, just your normal guy around the way, a lot of our black men don't date black women. And they have their own stereotypes and their own reasonings why they do not date black women. And I've heard them all. I've heard several reasonings why a lot of black men don't date black women. For one, some men say they feel like that's their sister culturally. A black woman is my sister. So I do not date within my race because that's my sister. So they would date outside Asian, Hispanic, Mexican, whatever the outside of their race is, that's who they prefer to date. And then you have those men that say, well, being around black women, they're ignorant, they're ghetto, they're loud, they're aggressive, they're all of these negative things, so I do not date black women because they're aggressive. And then you have some black men I've heard say that they don't date black women. They only date Filipino women or Asian women because they're more submissive and they cook, clean, they do everything. You don't have to tell them, you don't have to ask them. A lot of them are being controlled by some races other than black. If they're dating outside of their race and they're, or marrying outside of their race, they may meet someone other than black that's not of their race that are more controlling and more manipulative to making them do certain things because that's how they're programmed, that's how they're wired. They don't know any other way. Then you have some crazy Asian bitches. You ain't messing with her, you ain't fucking with her, they will fight you back. They married you for love and they want to receive that back. So they will fight you, they ain't playing. They ain't playing. So, black men have their reasonings or reasons for why they do not date black women. I get it, I understand, but I used to always put it in my head when I would see Tyrese. I'm like, I did get introduced to him. My niece grew up on the same block with him. My god niece, it's not my biological niece, but it's my god niece. Grew up on the same block with him, and she said, "Oh, I remember he would run, and if he was outside when people were getting home from work, and he knew these people, he would run over to them when they were pulling into their, driveways, and they have gates. And, some of them you have to roll their gates open, because it has wheels on it, or they have the fence gate with the wheels on it, or they had the barred gates, with the wheels on it, or whatever. And I guess he would go and ask them, could he open the gates for them for 25, 50 cents, whatever the case may be. But she was telling me an old story. And this is after the Coca-Cola. Well, I knew this before the Coca-Cola commercial. And then after the Coca-Cola commercial, we were sitting on the bench. We were at Locke High School. We were sitting on the bench, me and her, my niece. And I was like, "Ooh, there we go, there we go, there we go." I was like, I always had this thing for him. And I'm like, this sucks that he just did this Coca-Cola commercial, because now it's going to look like I'm after you because you can sing and you got this Coca-Cola commercial. Looks like I'm a gold digger, but I was already feeling you way before all of that. And so I was like, Kwani, there he is. Tell him I want to talk to him. Tell him I want to say hi. Whatever I was saying. So she was like, Tyrese. She wanted to say something to you. And I was like, "Oh, I just wanted to say hi." He was like, "Oh, hello. How are you? What's your name?" I'm like, "I'm Tasha." It's like, "Nice to meet you." And he just walks off. And I'm like, I would never wash this hand again. That was it. And then I seen him again sometimes later, because I lived in the Imperial Courts housing projects at the time. Well, that was high school. But shortly after, fast forward, my daughter, after I had her, maybe around the age of 2, I was accepted. My application got approved for the Imperial Courts housing project. So she was roughly about 1.5, 2 years old when I moved there. And a few years later, her elementary school would be Grape Street Elementary. I lived on 115th of Grape Street, which was the outskirt of the Imperial Courts, or PJ Watts housing projects. And a few blocks away was Grape Street Elementary. So my oldest child, my kids are 5 years apart, my oldest child went to the elementary school. And she was also a part of LA's Best, which is an after-school program. And there was another guy that lived across the street. Now, across the street from where I live was a lot of houses. So I wasn't in the center or in the middle of the projects. I was on the outskirt of the projects. You get what I'm saying? So across the street from my back door were houses. So the stretch of houses from 115 to Imperial in 115, there was this guy named Benny. And I guess I didn't know that Benny and Tyrese were best friends, but anyways, later down the line I ended up finding out that they were friends, because Tyrese grew up in Watts, around the way, and all this other stuff. So I went to go pick my daughter up from school, from LA's Best, and I walk in the side door and I looked to the right and did a double take. I'm used to seeing Benny. Benny would wave every now and then. He didn't know me like that. I didn't know him like that. And he would just wave because he knew me from mutual associates in the projects around my area. I wasn't deep in the projects like that. I lived there 6 years. I wasn't deep in the motherfuckers like that. Wasn't raised in them, but I lived in them for 6 years. Okay, and Benny was in there, and I'm used to seeing him there because he worked at LA's Best. And then I double take, and who he's standing there talking to? Tyrese Gibson. Oh my goodness, my heart melted, my heart fluttered, my heart skipped a beat. How I just wish that he could see me for me and fall in love with me for me and see that I was a different type of black woman, if he even had it in his mind to date outside his race. Because at that time I was in my early 20s, so at that time I was stuck on the new that a lot of young black celebrity males were intentionally dating outside of their race, because at the time black women were ignorant, negative, loud, ghetto, all that extra stuff. And I'm like, although I'm living in these projects right now, this is just a roof over my daughter's head, and that don't make me. I'm not ghetto, but I'm from the ghetto. I'm from the hood. And I just, in my mind, just thought to myself, I wish I could have him. Can I get him to see me? But no, it was just a thought in my mind. I kept going. Got my daughter, walked on out, got a glimpse of him again, and never seen him in person again. That was literally like 2003, 4. My son was born in 2004. So it hasn't been about 2003, somewhere around that time. But anyways, I went to school with Tyrese Gibson. Very attractive man. Give me some money and a number to your dentist. Give me the number and some money to your dentist. Adding a little more to my glass with 3 ice cubes at a time. And this one's calling my name, so I gotta eat it. When they sit for a while, they're not as hard as you think they would be. Land on my teeth the wrong way, they're cold. Guys, this person is new to me. Let me give them a shout out. I just subscribed to their channel because they were coming up in my newsfeed a lot. I've never heard of this person, but this person is Iceberg, A-L-I, Iceberg. This woman, you only see this much of her on her videos. Like, from here down, and what's in front of her, that's all you see. And she has all of these kitchen aid devices that she can make different type of ice with. Ice from flaky ice, slushy ice, powdered ice, ice chips, iced spoons, snowballs, snowball cubes, Fanta soda. I'm new to her, and I'm not a big like to hear you crunch on the ice type of person. My sensory levels don't work that way. I'm the type I could turn all that down and just watch you eat the ice. I'm more of a visual person. If you know me, you know I am a visual learner. I can read, I can comprehend a lot of things, but you have to show me more than you can tell me. I'm visual. I'm a visual learner. A lot of people don't know that a lot of you are visual learners. Like, I hear what you're saying, but you got to show me. You can't tell me that you love me, but you better show me that you love me. How about that? And show me the right way. Show me authentically and genuinely. Okay? So a lot of us are visual learners. So I watch your channel just on the visual aspects. And I've seen a lot of Asian culture ice mukbangs. And not saying that hers are mukbang related, but she can eat Iceberg can eat big bowls of ice and she chews it on both sides. I cannot, as much as I love ice, for me, chewing ice, I love the crunching is soothing to me. Well, I can only chew it on this side, my left side. So chewing ice to me, the sound of it soothes me, and the way that it feels going down my throat. I also told my doctor that. I was like, I don't chew ice because I feel like, I'm anemic or I have iron issues, which I don't have any iron issues. I'm not on any iron medication, none of that. My blood work was okay. But for me, I love the sound of eating ice to myself in my ear. And I love the way it feels when it goes down my throat. It's such a soothing thing for me that relaxes me when I eat ice. I don't know why other people eat ice. There's other people who eat ice for YouTube because of the sensory of it. Some people love to hear people smacking and crunching and swallowing and all that stuff, especially with these microphones, these new boom mic systems and all that other stuff. Some people love the sound of that. It relaxes them. And other people like the visual of it. So I like the visual of it. The visual for me is, I wish I had that snowball ice cube. I wish I had that snowball or that flaky ice. I wish I had those different ices so I could feel them in my mouth like she is feeling them in her mouth. So the visual part, it's like when you see somebody and they're eating something that looks really good and you're like, girl, you make that chili cheese fries look really good. Or you make that ice look really good. Or you make that drink look really good just by watching somebody else have a sip. That makes you want to have it too. So it's a sensory thing. So I don't necessarily like hearing her eat the stuff, but I like watching her eat it. So I turn the volume down. So when you're watching these videos and you don't understand how they can do all that smacking and all that other stuff, you have negative comments about it, just turn the shit down in your ears. Just turn your volume down and just watch the video. I bet you're going to be hungry when you watch B-Love eat them crab legs if you are a seafood person. You don't even have to be seafood. Just watching her eat, period, will make you want to eat something. Am I right? Everybody has their own sensory sensitivity, their own thing that relaxes them, their own thing that visually or hearing wise make you attracted to that. But if I were y'all, go and check out Ali Iceberg, A-L-I Iceberg, and check out her page. Because if you like ice or you just want to see somebody eat some ice, you need to go and watch her. I dub Ali Iceberg the queen of eating ice. I've never seen nobody eat ice like her before, ever, in all the YouTube history with people doing this stuff for many years now. We just now getting onto it. We really, a lot of us, I wouldn't say us, like like me included. A lot of you are just getting new to the mukbangs and all of the other stuff. But before they were labeling it mukbang, they've been doing this for years because I'm a YouTuber. I watch these videos all the time, and I would sit there and I watch how many views they have, how many likes. And at the time, these people weren't getting that many views, that many likes, and all that other stuff. And somehow, this shit in the new millennial day, the new days, the 2Ks, the 2K7, 6, 5, 4, maybe 2K8 and 2K9 for sure, and probably, like I said, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up until now, YouTube has been expanding and blowing up and all kind of stuff. There's videos that I remember seeing back in 2007, 6, and 7 that I could probably still find on YouTube if I remember the title of it. Not so much as who the person was who uploaded it, but there's some videos that I can still find from back then that I remember that attracted me to a certain song that I like now, that I didn't know about. This song called Hip Roll by Ray Ray. I'm just bringing it up because we're talking about it, or I'm talking about it. But yeah, you know, stuff like that I still listen to. Baby, come close. Let me see you work. Let me see your hip roll, hip roll. Let me see you make it to the floor. That may not be all the words, the correct words, but you'll Ray hip roll. Dance with me, roll, 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 roll. Yeah, that song. I like this song. Never heard it nowhere else but when the hip roll battling era was going on. So if you YouTube hip roll battles, 2K6, 2006, 7, 8 maybe, you'll see that they was having like a lot of YouTube videos who were hip rolling. They're not hip rolling anymore. So a lot of the mukbangs, I remember seeing people eating a large amount of foods, but it was mainly Asian people at the time. Spicy noodles, top ramen, just regular top ramen, pho, whatever it is, fruits, raw vegetables straight out of the garden. And now all of this stuff is blowing up now in 2K7, 8, 9, probably 6 as well. All these videos are blowing up. But I've been seeing these videos. And I've been subscribed to a lot of these people. I can't remember all of their names. But I've been subscribed to a lot of these people. And some of you are just coming up now on YouTube. And I'm looking at some of your videos and they stimulate back to 2013. But you got 1.4 million views since 2013. Or you got 2.5 million views since 2016. And these videos are still current and still, you know, circulating. Big ups to you guys. I love it. But yeah. Some of you weren't getting that many views at all. Some of you weren't getting that many comments, likes, and all that stuff. But look where you are now. YouTube has changed in so many ways. Where as though my first YouTube channel, I was able to customize my URL immediately. And AdSense, where it is supposed to add ads between my videos. I don't see the ads when I watch the videos from my end. And I don't know if you guys see the ads if you watch it on your end. If you do see ads, comment down below and let me know if you see ads when you're watching my videos. And I don't know if I have to edit the video because I'm not an editor yet. I don't know how to edit. My son always has my laptop. One day I will learn to edit my videos. But right now we on the self-edit where you guys keep seeing me trying to pause it and I can't. Don't judge me. It is what it is. It's the real lot time. And like I said, we're going to have fun with this video. Hopefully, I'm up to almost 2 hours on this video. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys watch it. If you're bored, just watch it. I wish I could play the music a little louder without any copyright issues. I'm kind of feeling a snack right now. So, other than this drink, when I'm drinking wine or any alcoholic beverage, I like to have something salty in between the drink, especially when I'm not smoking as much. I'm usually, if I was outside and I was hanging with some people, drinking and smoking go hand in hand for me. But because I'm recording this video, it's a way for me not to smoke unless I pause it and go take me a quick break or whatever. But I'm going to have me some chips. So y'all going to see me over here getting these chips because I got them in the bag off to the side. I need a snack in my life. I already killed off a few cookies. Y'all don't get me. I had to take the chips. I had 2 different bags of these. I forget what the other brand was, but whatever was left over in the other bag, I poured the rest in this bag. But my children, I got this bag just for these spicy sweet chili. One of our favorites, the whole household. There's only 3 of us in here. Me, my daughter, and my son. Late last night, I went to get me a bag of these, right? There was none. None. I was peeved. And I hadn't at the time looked at how many were in there. You see? 3. There's 3 of us in the household. Nobody saved me a pack. Common sense would have said, you get a pack, I get it, or you get a bag, I get a bag, mom gets a bag. But no. Oh God. Excuse me, I got sleep in my eye. That little, I don't know what y'all call this stuff. We call it sleep, right? And it's blurring my vision. I feel it. Taking off my eyeliner. How many of you guys get that a lot? They call it sleep. You get that sleep in your eye. And you have to get it out. And it's all stringy and gooey and crap. Oh God. Sorry, I need my finger because I can't see it on this paper towel. You don't always feel when it comes out. My nose feels stopped up. Spicy nacho was in here, but I don't want no damn spicy nacho. The salt and vinegar gone. I ain't getting no salt and vinegar. How many salt and vinegars is in here? 3. I don't eat hot Cheetos. Some hot Cheetos, spicy nacho, cheese puffs, Frito barbecue twist, regular Cheetos, cheddar sour cream Lay's. That's it. That is it. I'm trying to think what I should go with. Let's just go with the twist. For some of you sensory people. Doing it on purpose for you sensory people. Oh wait, let's turn the fan off. Even better. You're gonna hear traffic too. For all you traffic sound loving people. I wish I had some chili already made. And maybe some chili cheese, honey, barbecue, twisted Frito. These are about to give me life. Choo-choo. I purchased this parrot. The man said he could talk. Oh, okay. And I said, all right, we'll work on him talking. I talked to this bird. I've had this bird since the end of February, beginning of March 2019. And ain't said a word yet. I don't know if I dropped the chip. I felt something on my lip. But I YouTube parrots and when do they talk? How do they talk? What they sound like? And that man failed to tell me is if they do talk, you have to get them when they're fairly young and they're not around a lot of birds. Where they pick up a lot of bird sounds, chirping and all that stuff. You talk to it when they're fairly young and they're not around other birds, and start picking up certain sounds or certain words. And they don't talk like a hill myna. You look up a hill myna. A hill myna can almost mimic every tone, everything, perfectly. Perfect sync. If you don't know what a hill myna is, Hill, I think Minah. I could be spelling myna wrong. Go look up a hill myna. Ugly bird, but that bird can mimic any sound. Car alarms, sirens, human voices, human sounds. The tone almost sounding. If you had an uncle that came in all the time and was attracted to the way the uncle came busting the room, hey everybody, that hill myna would do the same thing. Hey everybody. So, yeah. It almost seems like it becomes possessed. Possessed with whatever sound it. You get what I'm saying? These look good. I'm a flirt. I ain't heard that song in a long time. What you know about R. Kelly? R. Kelly is going down. News says R. Kelly could be going to prison for the rest of his life. What do you guys think about that? Comment down below. R. Kelly could be going down for life. That's jacked up. And I have to admit that if I was that young and naive girl and R. Kelly came around my way, I would have been that girl that would have gotten caught in his trap. Because the way I grew up, I didn't have a man to secure me, protect me, provide for me as far as like a father. My father and my stepfather were always there. Sorry, y'all. I really want to snack. I'm a snacker, I told you guys. My biological father and my stepfather, yes, they were there. They have their faults and their problems, their whatever. But I've learned a lot of things from them. But they didn't protect and provide for me in the way that I needed to have. I'm also a foster kid and not the foster system. So without your dad,